You have these multiple main diagrams for the game that encompass all the possibilities, but they do not have to be fully fleshed out. They can be partial or completed to varying degrees. But you know that those encompass all the possibilities, even just based on like the R placements, for example. And that alone could be enough to be a jumping off point for you. I think about two major ways to be more efficient with logic games. One is making more inferences up front, which would include multiple main diagrams. The other is maximizing use of previous work, previous local hypothetical scenarios, such as the correct answer to the orientation question of a logic game, and then any other little diagrams you might draw over the course of the game. So if you draw a local if scenario for question number 2, that might later help you in solving question number 4, allowing you to avoid having to redraw a new diagram for that question. In some cases, you can do quite a bit up front. And so just trust that most games do have some kind of inference you can make towards the beginning. I mean, they're largely testing your ability to make inferences in logic games. But you also want to make sure that you don't do more work than you need to do for the initial setup or for local questions as well. So Ben makes a great point in the chat here, how for a local if question, you don't need to fully draw out the entire scenario, meaning you don't have to draw out every single variable in its place. In fact, you may not be able to lay out every single variable. You just take it as far as you possibly can in a reasonable time frame with specificity. Then you stop there and look at the choices and see if what you've drawn is enough. If not, maybe you draw more, maybe you don't. You might end up with a dual option where there are 2 blank spaces remaining and the 2 remaining variables are interchangeable on those 2 places. And so it may not be worthwhile to draw out all the specifics, but you at least can recognize what remains to potentially go there. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.